Okay, first of all, I'm going to warrant this right now. I don't think this fight deserves a prediction. I don't think it's a very competitive or interesting fight, other than the great Mexican hype is getting undisputed in the weakest weight division in the sport. Well, let's go through that. I also want to state that the night this fight's taking place, I'm going to be watching a much more competitive and entertaining card with Kamaru Usman breaking Colby Covington's jaw for the second time. With Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler going to war on the co-main event of that card. Much more interesting card in a fight that isn't fixed, and in a fight that I already know is going to be in two great fights because I've already seen it before with Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Now, let's start with this one by going through the tail of the tape. Canelo Alvarez is 31 years old. He stands at 5'9". He has a 70 and a half inch reach. Why are these ass implant fucking LDBC members on my screen right now? Anyways, he has a 70 and a half inch reach. His record is 56 victories, 1 loss, and 2 draws. Canelo Alvarez's real record is 54 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. And Caleb Plant is 29 years old. He stands at 6'1". He has a 74-inch reach. His record reads 21-0. He has 12 of those wins coming by way of knockout, and this is the 4th defense of his IBF super middleweight title, whereas Canelo Alvarez has the WBC, the WBA, and the WBO super middleweight titles. Now, I'm going to tell you why, basically, not to waste your time with this Clenboy in his fixed fight. Because I do see things in Caleb Plant that could possibly trouble Canelo if Caleb Plant comes with the right game plan. First of all, keep moving. Try to back him up when you can. Caleb Plant does have quick hands, pretty quick feet, a nice little left hook. He also does have a 3.5 reach advantage on him, and he's 3 inches taller. So those perks are things to take into consideration. I do think Caleb Plant is going to give him a tougher of a fight than Blowjob Saunders did. As we know, Blowjob Saunders hadn't done anything relevant in the sport in 4 years when Canelo fought him, other than running around the ring like Guillermo Rigondeaux against David Lemieux in another treadmill session. Saunders hadn't done anything relevant in boxing in 4 years when Canelo fought him, and it was just kind of a bullshit fight. Not to mention Saunders won his super middleweight title as a vacant against a bum. Same thing with Callum Smith, for the record. And when Canelo fought Callum Smith, they also threw them another vacant title because they knew Canelo was going to win. So all of these guys that just Smith and Saunders were both gatekeepers with trinkets that fought bums for vacant titles in a weak division. That's basically it. Now, Caleb Plant has shown to have gas tank issues. He's not a big puncher. Now, he is quick on his feet when he's fighting subpar competition. He does have, he's showing these pretty moves and shit like that. And for the record, I hope Caleb Plant fucking knocks Canelo's juice meat out of his fucking asshole. But I don't see it happening. I think Canelo Alvarez is eventually... I think the key for Canelo Alvarez in this fight is just go to the body. Take Caleb Plant's feet away from him and take his gas tank away from him. And like I say, Caleb Plant is known for having stamina issues, and he also isn't a big puncher. So I don't think, number one, I don't think he's going to be able to last the full 12 because of his stamina issues, especially when you add on the pressure that Canelo Alvarez is going to be putting on him. Number two, I don't think Caleb Plant has the power to keep Canelo off of him. He has the boxing skills to make it an interesting fight. The height, the reach, the hand speed, the foot speed. That I do think Caleb Plant, those perks I do think Caleb Plant can use to his advantage if he has a smart game plan in this fight. But again, man, so Canelo's going up against a guy that Clenbuterol, a Juice World Clen boy, is going up against a guy that has no knockout power, is very, very unexperienced at the highest level. His best win is a okay fighter in Jose Bolivita Uzcategui. Other than that, he hasn't really fought in anybody. Just like David Benavidez hasn't really fought in anybody outside of Durrell. Gatekeepers with trinkets, like I say. Or contenders. I won't call them gatekeepers, but contenders with trinkets. Which is what kills me, why the Latino LDBC, like White and Brown, Punch, IBFP, and these fanboy channels are getting all excited about this fight. For what? What's to get excited about? You already know the outcome. He's going against an inexperienced contender with a trinket that can't punch, so he has no chance of knocking Canelo Alvarez out, and we already know what happens when fights go to the scorecards with Canelo Alvarez. So in my mind, Caleb Plant virtually has no shot of winning this title unless he just puts a masterclass boxing performance on and the judges are feeling otherworldly that night. And another thing is, the fact of the matter is, if it goes to the cards, which I don't think it's gonna, there's more money in Canelo Alvarez being undisputed world champion than this Caleb Plant. Like I said, I am pulling for Caleb Plant. I hope he beats the fuck out of Canelo. He's a hood little white boy like me. He's just a ghetto-ass white boy like myself. But, I hope he whips Canelo's ass, and I don't mean no disrespect to the man or nothing like that, but he's going up against Juice World Alvaroid with a bunch of fixed scorecards. He's not a big puncher. He's not going to be able to keep Canelo off of him, and he has fucking gas tank problems, stamina issues. So, for my official prediction, man, I think Canelo Alvarez is going to knock Caleb Plant out. I'm going to say in the 10th or the 11th round. I do think Caleb Plant is going to come in and try and fight the fight of his life in this fight. He's going to take it very, very seriously. I do expect him to give Canelo a much tougher fight than either Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders did, because both of those fights were virtual blowouts, and I think Caleb Plant has a better skill set than both of them guys. And he does have a 3.5-inch reach advantage, a 4-inch height advantage. Quick hands, quick feet. He can make this fight interesting, like I say, if he comes in there with a smart game plan. But ultimately, he's not a big puncher. He's not going to be able to keep Canelo off of him. He has stamina issues. He's not going to be able to keep him off of him. Eventually, Canelo's going to get to him. Juice World Alvaroid's going to get to him. And he's going to knock him the fuck out, bro. This is why I don't understand why people are so excited for this fight. You already know the outcome. It's predetermined. It's a fix, people. Even if Caleb Plant somehow goes in there and puts on a masterclass boxing performance and wins every fucking round against Canelo Alvarez, they're going to call it a draw or give Canelo the decision anyway. And that's just the facts of the matter, people. Those are just the fucking facts, dog. So you can hate it or love it. Get mad at me if you want. I'm just telling you what time it is. Don't shoot the messenger, people. But I hope Caleb Plant beats the ever-living dog shit out of Canelo Alvarez. But ultimately, I have Canelo winning this fight. I'm going to say 10th or 11th round knockout. Okay? That being said, best of luck to Caleb Plant. I am rooting for you. On this night, I'm going to watch a much more competitive fight in Colby Covington versus Kamaru Usman 2, a fight that's not fixed, and in an event where I know I'm going to get two great fights. And it doesn't have a predetermined outcome. That being said, people, I got Canelo Alvarez by 10th or 11th round knockout. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and God bless you all. Salute.